Is my fiancé a covert narcissist? I 22M have recently gotten engaged to my fiancé 22F, who I had been dating for 2 years prior. Overall, I feel as if our relationship has been great, especially compared to the modern low standards in our generation. Today, a TikTok popped up on my For You page with someone sharing their experiences through dating a covert narcissist, which I found myself unexpectedly relating to on the occasion. The trait described in this person's former partner that I related to the most was their inability to receive criticism/apologize, following what is described as the DRVO manipulation tactic, deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. Whenever my fiancé does something that may unintentionally hurt or offend me, which is very expected in all relationships, I usually try to talk it out with her. Her response usually begins with, "What I did shouldn't be hurtful to you because," or "Well, you did something similar in the past," or "I had the right to because." For example, after spending a lot of time together and becoming more comfortable with someone, you can expect the occasional petty undeserved attitude, which I am also a part of, short temper, and impatience. Whenever I receive this treatment from my fiancé in multiple events over a short period, I will respond with, "I don't like the way you've been treating/talking to me lately," and state the recent examples. She responds by either justifying her attitude due to outside reasons out of my control, claiming I have given similar treatment in the past, claiming her treatment to me is deserved, apologizing if it's a situation she understands. Usually it's the first 3 categories throughout an argument. When I bring up her undeserved treatment to me, I am simply just looking for an apology or a valid reason for her treatment, and the issue would be resolved. Instead, she continues to justify and defend her actions, leading to long arguments. This creates a cycle of me explaining why she's in the wrong and her defending it. An example summary of these reoccurring arguments include multiple events in a day of her being short-tempered and disrespectful to me because I couldn't unlock her house's broken doorknob. I was taking too long to find movie to watch, so she snatches the remote out my hand and angrily huffs/rolls eyes, and asking her a basic question out of curiosity about which of her friends we are eating dinner with later, leading to a snarky, rude response from her, "Why do you care?" I explain why she's offended me. She justifies her treatment due to outside reasons. I explain why she may have the right to be in a bad mood, but I don't deserve for it to be taken out on me. She brings up a situation in the past where she didn't deserve disrespectful treatment from me. If this past situation was untrue, then I argue against it, but if it was true, I remind her that I apologized and improved from it if she brought it up to me. She claims my treatment is deserved. I eventually become frustrated about having to go through this cycle just to get her to realize what she's done wrong. This leads to her becoming upset that I'm frustrated, in which I have to apologize. After realizing this cycle, I began to stop bringing up when she offended/hurt me to prevent this cycle making the situation worse, or give up after round 1 of phase 2 or 7. I found that when I gave up or became quiet after her poor treatment, she would apologize on her own. This is why I ask Reddit if my fiancé is a covert narcissist. Narcissists typically don't ever apologize, which my fiancé does apologize, only if I've shown that I've given up in some way. Is this a trait of a narcissist, or just psychology? It's possible that there is a correlation between her apologizing only when she understands her poor treatment without me having to explain. Is this also a narcissistic trait? I understand that humans often do things that unknowingly hurt someone else, but I have informed my fiancé many times that these traits are offensive to me. Outside of our relationship, I witnessed her use similar tactics to get out of a traffic ticket. It was an illegal U-turn which she was not aware of, but due to the illegal U-turn sign, it was deserved. The cop explained the reason for pulling her over, in which she responded with, "Well, I didn't mean to, so it's not my fault," a statement I've dealt with a lot. When the cop returned with the ticket, she began crying, which convinced the cop not to give her the ticket and leave with a warning. She later bragged about this tactic to her friends. Whenever she tells me about conflict she's had with others, to hear my response, I either take her side if she seems in the right, or take the other person's side if she appears in the wrong. If I take the other person's side, she often gets upset with me and says I should take her side because we're in a relationship. Often I just want her to try and see the other person's point of view, since this is something I've noticed she's not great at. Currently, she has roommates that I've witnessed her undeserved disrespect to on multiple occasions. I've been wanting to mention this to her, but am scared to because I know it would turn into her being upset with me. I've listed out a few of her bad situations which don't happen very often, but are expected if in a relationship with her. Most of the time, she is very nice, and may just be exhibiting behaviors of typical female primal competitiveness and attitude. I've always seen these flaws are basic issues in a relationship and nothing to be concerned of, but would like to hear other opinions. My biggest concern is that we are getting married soon and I've seen some improvement of her traits, but not much. Everyone on TikTok said that these traits in a person don't go away, which I am concerned about, and why I'm bringing this to Reddit. I've had many conversations with her about her struggle to apologize when in the wrong, which she has either admitted to or explained how she has the right to defend her actions. While yes, humans do have this right to defend their actions, regarding petty, easily resolvable conflict in a relationship, I feel that it would be much better to own up to your flaws and move on right away rather than defend them. If anyone opposes to this belief please let me know how and why. I am not coming here to out my fiancé, but seek further help and ease concerns in our relationship.